How long do you need to keep your tax records? Well, it depends on if you filed correctly, forgot something big, or committed fraud. Let's get into it. The basic rule is this: the IRS has 3 years from the date you filed your return to audit it and assess additional tax. If you filed early, the clock starts on the original due date, not your early filing date. So for most people, 3 years is the number. Now there is an exception. If you left out more than 25% of your gross income on a return, the IRS now gets 6 years instead of 3. So if you should have reported $100,000 in income, but you only reported $75,000, the IRS has 6 years to audit you for that. And then there's the fraud rule. If you filed a fraudulent or frivolous return, there is no statute of limitations. Now this isn't going to happen if you just forgot a 1099 in your tax return. The IRS has to actually prove fraud. But if they do, they can audit as far back as they want. On a more practical note, if you never filed a return, there is also no statute of limitations. Filing a return, even if you can't pay, is better than not filing at all. If you don't file, the 3-year clock never starts. For most people, 3 to 4 years is fine. Digital storage has made it a lot easier to keep returns and supporting documentation longer as well. One more thing, state returns have their own statutes. Minnesota generally follows the federal rules, but it can differ depending on the situation. Check state-specific guidance or talk to a tax pro before assuming federal and state are the same in your area. One other gotcha, the statute of limitations applies to the IRS assessing more tax against you. There's a separate deadline for you to claim a refund, generally 3 years from when you filed. So the clock runs both ways. If you find a deduction you missed 3 years ago, you may still be able to amend. Wait too long and that refund window closes. And that's the statute of limitations. Know your window, keep your records, and don't commit tax fraud. Hit like if this cleared things up and drop a comment with what tax topic you'd like to see covered next Tuesday.